Okay, we're going to start a new project today. And what I have is a Native American item. I believe this is probably walrus tusk. It's very dense and it's very heavy and very white. So what we have is a small pack of wolves, two of which are loose, one's still attached. Two of them are loose, and we've got a moose defending himself. And he has a broken leg. There's the rest of it. And his antlers are broken off. So all of this has to be reassembled. And that's our next project. And we will be using Hixtool to repair this. And that's the project at hand. So in order to work on this and be able to move it around and put it on a shelf and get it back out and work on it and put it back on a shelf, I'm going to have to do this several times. And it's nice that if I can put this on something that doesn't have to get disturbed. So I'm going to take a little piece of modeling clay here and put it on this ceramic tile. And then I can stick my ivory to that. And this makes a nice stable base for me to work on, so that I can go in here and work with my tools and my glue and stuff, and if I bump this, it won't move. And then when I'm done, I can pick the whole thing up and move it onto a shelf. Okay. There we go. Alright, it's now the next day, and I am going to attempt to glue this leg on. And we need a tiny dot of glue on there. It is not easy to hold on to this little piece. Now if I can just get it to stay there and not move. All right, it's a couple days later, and I had to let my Hixtool thicken, And every day I put it in the freezer and I take it back out. I let it thaw out, which warms it up and cures it partially. And so now it's at a consistency that I think I need it for the next step that I'm going to do. If you can see this, it's kind of like honey, maybe a little thicker. Okay? And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm putting this tiny little piece of ivory on this. And it's going to help hold the piece in place. It's just stiff enough. Since I can't put any tape or anything on this, and I don't know, it's just a way for me to get this thing to stay put once I bond it together. So now I've got my mousse embedded in a piece of modeling clay, and I'm making another piece here into which I am going to place my antler one side, and hopefully I can hold it in the position I need it long enough for this to cure. So I need something pretty much like what I just got here. And that ought to do it. But if I don't knock it off. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, so it's a couple days later now, and I made sure that this antler that I glued on the other day is cured, and I'm taking the prop away, and that's good and strong. Okay. Oh, I just wanted to show you that when I glued the foot on the other day, all 4 feet are flat on the ground, and that's crucial. So we got a good bond on that foot. So I've got to get a little spot of Hixtal on here, and this stuff is really at the end of its useful working. I don't know if you can see that. It's like taffy right now. Very gummy. But as long as it's moving around and I can the least bit liquid, then I can still use it as a bonding agent. So we've got a tiny drop of glue on there, and now we'll get this antler attached. And get the angle right. And you can see how thick that bonding agent is. I put the antler on, it just sticks there, which is pretty good. Alright, so I'll just put my prop in here. Get everything to stay where I want it. And that ought to do it, I think. So now I've waited a couple of days because I wanted to make sure this antler is good and set up before I take the prop away and start handling this moose. I don't want to take a chance in having it slump away once he's vertical again. So there's the moose. Okay, now we'll put little spots of glue on here, and we can put this moose back in place. So I'm only going to put glue 2 feet down. That way, if we have an accident in the future, the legs are less likely to break because they're glued down. But these couple of spots of glue would be enough to hold this animal in place. It's only so big. Alright, so if we can just set them down in those footprints.